Hey everyone, my name is leilaniforgod, and in this video I want to talk about the transference of negative energy and quite possibly even demonic energy through the act of sexual intercourse. Now, over the past hour that I've been trying to film this video for you guys, my devices keep failing. It says the camera's not working. I had notes on my tablet that I wanted to go down the list for you guys based on the research I've done on this subject. All of a sudden, my tablet is not uploading Google. I started making the video and it just went black screen. So the devil does not want me to tell you guys this information. It's been a struggle, but I'm still here. We're going to get through it. I even took out my laptop and I set it up and I hit the live button. I haven't been live yet. This would be my first time going live, but I got so frustrated. I just said, forget it. Let's just go all in. And I got a notification from YouTube that I will have to wait 24 hours to go live. Okay, so everything that can happen to stop me from making this video has happened. Excessive noise in my background, so I'm filming this video in a different room where I've completely made it as quiet as possible. I mean, everything has gone wrong, okay? So let's get into it. First of all, this video is not necessarily about demonic sex demons, meaning male sex demons are called incubus and female sex demons are called succubus. And these are actually fallen angel spirits that possess people or that create a situation that we call sleep paralysis to come over people, and when they wake up they report having had physical sex with a demon in their sleep. I'm not going to get into that in this particular video. If you guys want me to do a separate video on that, let me know down in the comments down below and I'll get more into detail into that. But in this video, I wanted to cover the casual sex that people have between each other. And I mean casual sex even if you're married, even if you're dating, even if you're in a long-term relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you're just having a whole bunch of one-night stands. What I mean by casual sex is you have not taken into consideration, you have not evaluated what is the quality of this person's emotional state, their mental health, as well as their spiritual practice. Are they close to God? Do they pray? Do they have faith? You know, a lot of times I will accept people that have some faith better than no faith at all, okay? It's very important to have some type of code of ethics and spirituality that governs your life. Because people that don't subscribe to any type of religion or spiritual beliefs whatsoever, they have no accountability for any harm that they may cause themselves or other people. So I just want you to have a measurement system for how you judge and evaluate people before you have sex with them. Now, when a man ejaculates inside of a female, he is transferring all of his stress, his worries, his problems, his emotional issues, all of that gets transferred into the female because as women, we are receptive, we receive. And so after a man has sex with a woman, you know, he usually is tired and needs to rest. But afterwards, he, you know, wakes up, he has a pep in his step, he's energetic, his skin is glowing, he's happy. And that's because he's released a lot of toxic energy and emotions. Okay, now when a man is having sex with a woman, he is also receiving her toxic energies and emotions as well. So it may cause a man, after the euphoria of having sex is over, to begin to feel confusion, depression, indecisiveness. And so nowadays, because casual sex is at an all-time high, over the past generation, the past 20 years, the idea of women having sex randomly and frequently as trying to keep up with men. I can have sex whenever I want, with whoever I want. That attitude over the past 20 years has become socially acceptable, and based on the programming in mainstream media, you know, social media, with all of the sexual, you know, activity by women posting their full bodies, and just the amount of sexual activity in television and movies that did not used to be acceptable before the past 20 years. All of this has added up to people being extremely promiscuous. And so now that women are trying to catch up to men in the rate of having casual partners, what people are not adding up in that whole process is the transference of the energies is now at an all-time high. Not only is the transference of the energies at an all-time high, the negative energies that are dispelled by having sex, but also the rate of STDs. Okay? Now, in my practice as a mental health and substance abuse counselor, I've worked with a number of people who are living with illnesses that are considered to be incurable. Okay? AIDS, HIV, herpes, syphilis, HPV. And so I have access to people's medical records, and to be quite honest with you, people still have sex. They still have casual sex despite their diagnoses. They do not inform their partners that they have these illnesses in advance. Sometimes they will tell their partner afterwards, after they've participated in oral sex and in unprotected vaginal sex and so on and so forth. So one of the things that you want to be aware of is, first of all, what is the quality of this person's emotional health, their mental health? What is the quality of their spiritual health? Do they have a faith? Do they believe in God at all? Do they pray? And then you want to ask people before you have sex with them, when is the last time that you've been tested? Now, when I meet a man who's trying to talk to me, one of the first questions I ask them, when is the last time you've been tested? Are you willing to get tested? And I mean, whoa, they just hit that Matrix move. Like, they just like, whoa. They get all scared and all skittish and all weird. You know, so right there, I tell them straight up, you don't love yourself enough to deal with me, period, okay? So the bottom line is, everybody needs to be insisting that themselves and their partners get tested before they have sex, all right? Now, that's just for the STDs. Now, when it comes to the transference of energy, this is the reason why, in my opinion, with the rise of the cheating and the promiscuity, in my opinion, this is the reason why we have a role reversal with men and women, where a lot of men are complaining that women are behaving too masculine, and a lot of women are complaining that men are too feminine. So, of course, we can blame it on a number of factors: social programming, genetically modified foods, but nobody is really looking at the transference of energy because of the constant promiscuity. Whether people are cheating on their partners or whether they're single and they just keep having sex with new people. What you have to factor in is, if you're only having sex with someone once in a blue, once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, that person is not depending on you alone to have sex with them. They are also having sex with other people once a month or once a week. And so once you multiply all of the people that you're having sex with and they're having sex with, and all of those negative energies being passed around, and all of those STDs and germs and bacteria and viruses being passed around, you have a quagmire, okay? You have literally what is called a clusterfuck, okay? So I just want you guys to be aware, pay attention, take care of yourselves. There's no substitute for a relationship with God. A lot of people are using sex to try to fill a void that can only be filled by a relationship with God, and by continuing to engage in, you know, behaviors that are detrimental to your spiritual, emotional, and physical health, whether you are male or female. Don't point the finger at men. Don't point the finger at women. Take responsibility for your own health and make sure that you are in the right space before you engage, and demand that your partner prove that they are in the correct space before you engage in sex. And the most important ingredient, in my opinion, in my experience, of choosing a sexual partner is to be compatible. Don't just have sex with somebody because of how they look. How do you line up in compatibility? Okay, guys? So if you want me to elaborate more on compatibility, more on sex and relationships between males and females, I can do that. I have a ton of information just because of the work that I do as a mental health and substance abuse counselor, and of course my private practice as a life coach. I've amassed a ridiculous amount of information on relationships, so it's something that I'm interested in getting into more for you guys. So if you want to hear more about that, let me know in the comment section down below. Stay blessed, stay close to God, take care of yourselves, and require that your partners take care of themselves as well. All right, guys, so stay blessed, and I'll see you in my next video.